Everybody, welcome back to GregTech New Horizons, episode 65 with me, Sid. And you'll notice a slight change for this episode because it's on Wednesday rather than Monday. So with the end of Sandrock, I am dialing myself back to 4 videos a week for the time being. I'm aiming to spend a little bit more time on each video, with a little bit more, time doing stuff. So in the case of this one, a lot of, please excuse my inventory, it's in a state. Where are we and what are we doing? Well, at the moment I have got the medium voltage hooked in. I've not got this hooked in because it won't work. We obviously have our medium voltage battery buffer there, but I am using, I'm getting myself some lithium together. I'm going to need lithium for batteries. At the moment I've been just running through this process, which makes some potassium, some lithium and some alumina, which we can turn into, once we get to the medium voltage, or is that a medium voltage? I think it's, I don't know actually. Maybe I'm completely barking up the wrong tree here. So that's one way of doing it. I need to grab myself a few of those. Ooh, hello. I didn't know what quite that many. And I probably oxygen. Need to do something with that. I mean, I'm getting a lot of oxygen, but I've also got these. So I've got this fluorine, which we're going to need to store somewhere for now, and that can go away. Boop. Right. However, there are other ways to get lithium. So spodumene in a medium voltage electrolyzer will give me lithium, alumina and silicon dioxide, and I've got plenty of that, so we can do that. And there will be some oxygen byproduct, so just pop those in. I presume, hang on, 1, 2, 3, I'm going to need 4. Boop. Put those up there for a second. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because you need 8 lithium for 1 medium voltage battery. Nope, let's go back to medium voltage. There you go, 8 to 1. So if I want 3 or 4 of these, I'm going to need, a goodly amount. But that's fine. And then the other way of doing it is clay dust, which again, you can electrolyze. Its medium voltage. It creates water, sodium, lithium, alumina and silicon dioxide. Not as much, but it's still giving me stuff, so that's done. Right, get me oxygen, there's my lithium, there's some more alumina, and there's some silicon dioxide. And then if we whack that in, boop, that's just going to be water. Boop. So that's one of the things I've been occupying myself with. Just as you do. But that's 3 batteries worth. I might need to do a little bit more clay just to get the the balance. I could do a sodium battery, of course. We've got plenty of that, we've got plenty of that, and we've got plenty of that. So that was kind of what I was doing over there. Actually, let's sleep. And I'm just going to go and well, I say I'm going to go and put some of this. What you see, some of this is elemental: potassium, sodium, lithium, alumina. Presumably can be broken down into aluminum with oxygen, aluminium dust even, which again brings us down to elemental storage. And one of the things I was thinking about is having a periodic table in barrel form. I'm not entirely sure whether that's a good idea or not, but it did look impressive. In the meantime, there's a little bit of sodium, you can have that potassium, you can have some silicon dioxide, and alumina. I don't think... oh, hang on, alumina. So we had a place for alumina. Okay, and I've got my lithium. So we are trying to make a battery bank. Well, we made the battery bank. We're trying to put a battery bank in here with some medium voltage batteries to give this enough of a buffer to actually make the thing it's making, which is of course the body, and it's, I think we were going for Damascus, a Damascus body which requires 1.5 million EU. Takes 640 seconds, and yeah, it just stalls out. There's not enough juice coming through this thing this way. So I figure if I can put in 3 or 4 batteries, then that's a sizable chunk. It's going to take forever to fill those batteries. But the problem is, those batteries require something I haven't got. And as you probably have already seen, me getting exasperated with this process, because battery alloy plate, easy. Copper cable, easy. Molten polyethylene. What? Molten polyethylene. 432 litres of, or whatever they are. Not so easy, because you need to do it with, well, let's have a look. What did I find? I'm not even sure. A chemical reactor, I think, was the process with ethylene and oxygen in a low voltage will give me things. So I need 1 cell of ethylene and 7,000 oxygen. Okay, or a lot more air, but oxygen or one thing to make, yeah, not easy. And I was getting really flustered, and I'm probably going to get really flustered again if I can find. Let me just, what did I do with my molten Damascus steel? I can't do anything with that right now, and we'll come back to that one later. There's ethanol. Now, ethanol we made with alcohol by using this with potatoes, I think it was. Brewing machine, biomass, Well, did we make biomass and then, because it wouldn't go direct, as I recall. I think we had to go... Oh, that's distilled water. Interesting. So I just put in... Well, that's why. Okay, and distilled water is just... water. Okay, fine. So I could have made it that way, but anyway, we have got a whole cell of ethanol, and we can process ethanol into a number of things, but the item we need is the dehydrator, which will give us ethylene and water. And ethylene can then, in a chemical reactor with oxygen, if I get the right program, this is complicated. This molten polyethylene. So one ethylene cell with 7 in there, and it's low voltage. So I have put together, and this was used every bit of medium voltage infrastructure I have, a basic dehydrator. Whee! And for now, that can go there. Now, recipes available in media. I can make raisins. I can make copper. Oh, yeah, all right. Okay, I can see this is going to be interesting, isn't it? So I presume that I need to go and get my ethanol cell, and if I go back to my dehydrator, a programmed biocircuit on configuration 18. Programmed biocircuit on configuration 18. Ethanol and an empty cell. Now please work. Got 120 seconds using 80 EU a tick. I'm hoping that there's enough juice here to do this, because it will get annoying if it isn't, and I may quit. This has been a long thing. While we're talking about that, there's some comments, and thank you. Jeremy has mentioned that I am going deep into fish oil, and maybe that's not the best route of power. So I am going to look at some alternatives. Fish oil I'm going to continue with anyway, because I do want to try and automate all of this stuff, but I think the annoyance for me is just the cost of things like the pipes and the various bits and pieces. Oh, halfway. Sorry, I'm just kind of holding my breath here. Typically when you play a tech thing, something like one of the Skyblocks or something, the piping is reasonably inexpensive. And I'm going to use the word reasonably inexpensive as a kind of euphemism. They are typically quite expensive, but they're reasonably inexpensive relative to the pack and the effort. In GregTech, everything just seems so expensive, and I get it. That's the idea. It shouldn't be easy, and it's certainly not been easy. None of this. I mean, I'm happy with the progress we've made. but I just seem to be face planting against a wall of chemistry, physics and engineering at the moment. So we have our ethylene cell and some water. So that now requires me to go into a chemical reactor with 7 litres of oxygen, was it? Oh. The potential for me to cock this up. Program circuit 1 with 7 litres of oxygen. Right, chemical bath. Now you see, I'm into the realms of things I don't use a lot. Chemical reactor. Program 1. 7 litres of oxygen gas. That is easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh man. When I consider how many hours has gone into getting this one little teeny weeny canister of ethylene, it's quite scary. And there's 56 seconds. We've got plenty of juice. We're in low voltage. I am going to bring at least one of these wires across so we can charge from the steam as well. So that's going to be a thing we do. But right now we are getting 1.5 of molten polyethylene. Now if I just go and pop those away, grab myself that's my molten polyethylene, which we can utilize to make a medium battery, and I need okay, I just need, let me have a look, medium battery hull. I've got enough to make 3 I think here, so I need 9 battery alloy plates and 6 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can go through that. Boop. I think you're set on the correct thing for that anyway. Battery alloy. Battery alloy. I'm sure I've got that. It's not particularly expensive anyway, but I'm sure I have got battery alloy somewhere. Have I not? Copper, nickel, cobalt, invar, lead. Okay. Let's make myself. Maybe I haven't got battery alloy then. Battery alloy is. Oh, come on. How do I make battery alloy? Come on. Battery alloy dust. No. Mixer. Macerator. I've made this. is lead and antimony. One, two, three, four, and 1. Yeah, you ain't doing it that way, are you? Macerator to make. Should be giant lead. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I am very surprised that I haven't got any though. Very surprised. But it doesn't matter. We've got an alloy smelter. We can run this through quite easily, and I'll be back once they're cooked. Alright, those plates are making. We are going to, let's have a look, we're going to use you in an assembler to make that. So that's no program. So assembler, take that away. Going to go 1, 2, 3, bang. Man, this has been a journey. And it's got to be said that my inventory represents my state of mind trying to do this kind of stuff. There's a medium voltage battery hole, and if I go over to the canner and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, well, there's a medium voltage battery. That's awesome. I am happy with that. With the capacity for 400 EU. So, we should have another 6 of those, which should, where's my assembler gone there? Those and those. So that should make me 2 more, and there'll be a little bit of molten polyethylene left, but I now know how to make it, and I have the capacity to make it. So the other thing I need to think about is the wiring for the medium voltage, because once I've got a pardon me, once I've got a, I will get there eventually. A 9 battery cell, in much the same way as I've done a 12 times 10 cable to make sure I don't draw more amps than the cable is capable of. I need to do a 12 times for these as well. However, right now I think what we can do is that's a wrench, and boop, that is charging. So we need to go and get the other 2 batteries, and that will give me 1.2 million EU of storage. I would like more, obviously, but it's going to take a while to fill those up, even with that massive bank. But once we've got all 6, although 9 of those in, that will be 3.6 million EU stored, which, yeah, I'm happy with. However, we do need to get that copper thing, so I need 12 times copper wire, which is in the wire mill program 12 with 6 ingots. Let me through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 24, 36. Let's go there for now, because everything's very temporary at the moment. The wire mill is program 12. Because I don't want to be, we'll have this crossbow. We will get this crossbow. 1.2 might not handle it. We'll have to see. But I mean, that's now got nearly 400 EU in it, with a total of 1.2, and I think we said that the Damascus steel it takes 1.5, so there's only 300,000, so a 4th battery and I'm good. However, that means I have to go and do the stuff. Right, let me go and get some spuds. That's a first. Spuds. And I'm going to try the distilled water route to making the ethylene, whatever it is, the stuff. The chemicals. Alright, where's me spudly datos? So much stuff planted here and I've got no idea which one's spuds. Someone's trampled me. Spuds. Definitely had some tramplage, haven't we? Not one of my favourite aspects of... Wow. Alright. Certainly not something I miss in Minecraft. Vintage Story doesn't have trampling mechanics, and I don't. I hate the trampling mechanics. It makes no sense whatsoever. You know, if you hoe some ground and trample on it, you've got trample but hoed ground. It doesn't unhoe. Right, we have spuds, and if I want to make potato, if I do the basic brewing machine, I want distilled water. Distilled water we do in a distillery. 5 gives me 5. Okay, that's straightforward enough, I think. I shall go and let's go and have a look at this, shall we? We've got plenty of water, and actually this all helps me towards the draining of this thing here. So this is all good. You're empty, so we go 1, 2. What do I actually, if I want distilled water, hang on a second. Program 5. Oh, okay. Well, get it a bit more, and I'll be back in a mo. Alright, I've got 1.5 litres of vodka, and vodka I think we just run through here to make ethanol. Vodka took a long time with the basic distillery, so I assumed that we want to get the proper distillery at some point. Well, let's go and get that up. But that's only... See, that is not a lot of Hoofer stuff. And it was somewhere in this lot. It was the one with lots of oxygen. No, I'm sure it was in there. Dehydrator 1000. Okay, can I? That is the. Okay, let's see. Can I actually? Because I've got 200. I don't need that much. So that's my dehydrator. Let's left me wires. No, there. So let me no. Oh, it doesn't matter. We'll just put that one in there, and then we can. Because I'm going to snip all of this lot off in a moment anyway. So this is all temporary. Doesn't mean I have to leave it untidy though, does it? Right, can you take that? No, you have to be a litre. Or do you have to be a cell? But that wouldn't make sense, would it? Uses in the water, and so I actually do need bomb. Okay, right. So I need another 475. I'm going to have to do some more stuff with things. I have gone and connected up the steam power to this now, so I'm using the lossless, so you know, made a lot of sense. However, we are going to have to go and grab myself a little bit of water and make myself some more. I'm going to have to also make these walls proper at some point, but for now. Waste not, want not. I mean, I know I've got free water upstairs, but you know. So just a stupid question, because obviously I'm trying to do this. I did this with normal water and I got biomass. Biomass we converted into ethanol. I think we might be better off just running this straight through, you know. I'm not sure that the vodka route is actually the most efficient. This might be more, because that will make me 40 biomass, which, yeah, we'll see. But basically what I need is a full full litre of ethanol to turn into ethylene, which I can then turn into polyethylene. Oh yeah. Oh, I never thought I would be fighting this for quite such a long time just to make a carbon crossbow body. Now, bearing in mind I need to make two as well, so I'm going to have to recharge the batteries. But yeah, it's been entertaining. So if I take you and put you into the distillery, yeah, I mean that is considerably faster, isn't it? Than faffing around distilling the water, which goes one litre at a time or 2 litres at a time. It's not overly. I mean, this is a bit meh, but it is only a basic brewery after all. And of course, you know, we can keep on going. Once I've got a bucket, we're sorted. So, bang. You know, we're getting there steadily. We are fully charged. And I'll be back in a short while. Alright, we're about almost at the point of making our next battery. I need... So it's the ethylene. Polyethylene is made by with a molten polyethylene. Chemical reactor is ethylene, and it's 7 litres of oxygen and ethylene in a chemical reactor. 7 litres of oxygen, that is easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Chemical reactor. 7 litres of oxygen, and that should be the molten polyethylene I need to make the last battery, which I do. Let me just, yeah, come here. No, okay. Uses for that in an assembler is, which doesn't matter, it's just program 0. We have made those, the big 12 times, so we'll bring you back down to 0, and we can pop that and that in ready, and we're just waiting for this, which should be an empty cell and 1500. So I could actually make at least another 2 batteries, which I will do, but I will need more lithium for that. I could make sodium versions, but why would I bother when I can make lithium from clay? That's relatively straightforward. But we'll keep the molten polyethylene. That has been painful. Boop. And then the canner will go and do that. And once that's charged up, I'll have more than enough power to make myself a Damascus steel crossbow body. Ooh. We've also made that so we can get rid of you. We still need to do all of these things, but we are getting places steadily, slowly even. There you go, and that is charging. I'm going to grab my snippy snips and go snip, snip, snip. For now, I'm just going to leave these as they are, and we're just going to come from there and then we'll connect. Oh, hang on. We'll connect these up. And I'm not entirely sure, I'll be honest, I'm not 100% certain whether I need to do these ludicrously large cables or not, but I think if I were running 3 of these machines, these cables would burst fire, because they're only good for 2 amps, whereas that's got 12 amps, which, yeah, as I understand it anyway. So this has got 1.4 milli, 1.4. I think you are currently turned. Well, hopefully you've got the. We can do the soft mallet thing, but that's almost there. I think we should. Yes, it's working. Okay. Right. So, 640 seconds, 10 and a bit minutes. But our input is 120. You see, the output is slightly higher at things, but I'm going to guess that these have a loss per meter of 2 EU. So this is 1, 2, 3. So we're losing some power over the cable there. Yeah, well, that's a thing. We are doing our best, and this is doing its thing. I will be back in a moment. Well, we got there, and it actually hasn't drained the battery. So I think this is steadily being kind of we're stable, but that buffer has been the difference between it going halfway through and this has just taken. I mean, I was this 3-4 episodes it's taken me to get this thing to do, and this is just so I've got a slightly better crossbow. Look at that. We have I think I can do. Yes, I can. So it's reinforced. It's a carbon crossbow, reinforced 3. It has currently got a durability of 48. Its effective durability is 68 with a draw speed of 155 and an arrow speed of 7.2. That is durability to 348, vastly improved. I don't think it has actually improved the damage, and we haven't got the improved string. I haven't actually got any bolts. Let me just address that. Purple backpack, I think. I should have my steel bolts. I got rid of the iron bolts, haven't I? So, yeah, we can reload that, and that hopefully will do a reasonable amount of damage. Don't need to test it, of course. Any willing volunteers out there? There's a zombot out there. What time is it? It is quite late. Let's go and see if we can't test this on a zombot. Of course, there could be more. Oh, they might have despawned. That would be a shame. Never a zombie around when you want one, is there? What you got over there? Something there as well, but I think it may be underground. Fairly certain that one's a Spodie. Hey ho, come on. Really? I'm not having any luck, am I? I mean, there's a slime there, but he's hardly going to be a test. Yeah, I mean, he's only got hardly a test. So, hello. Didn't really want to do that, but there you go. Right. I want a test, but I don't want a test that's going to, like, kill me. You know, that's the kind of the metric we're looking for. A reasonable test for this crossbow. Now, this is what did I say? These are steel bolts, so they are pretty good. I just saw a zombie appear on the minimap and then vanish. Come on, there's got to be something. That must be underground. Right. This is not being helpful. Is there a zombie in the house? See, a zombie would be a good test because they're armoured. So, you know, they should have a reasonable capacity for taking damage. I'm just not seeing any. Oh well, we shall have to test another time, I'm afraid. But yeah, we got it. We got the crossbow. The only thing I haven't got is the could do with the flaming string. That's the piece that is kind of the missing ingredient. So we may have to head to the Nether and see about maybe test it on some flame scar spiders. There's some ideas. Because you're not going to test it. You've got even less hearts than the slime. So yeah, maybe the Nether is our test for our crossbow. And then we can get the string right. And then the only other thing is the bolts, which yeah, we'll try get carbon bolts with Damascus tips and slime leaf fletching. But I am happier than I was last time. I feel very much like I have made some progress. I also feel very much like my inventory needs sorting heavily. But on that note, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.